Hey there, I'm Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I recently had the fantastic opportunity to share my journey on the Ranveer Show podcast. I opened up about my life experiences, not only as an author, but also as a military pilot and someone who's extremely passionate about financial education. This summary was created using PodFast, the AI-powered tool that lets you summarize any content with the click of a button. Let's dive right into some of the key takeaways from our conversation. Key idea. 1. A different perspective on money. When it comes to money, capitalism, and the current state of America, my perspective might stand out from what most people think or believe. You see, to me, understanding money and how it works is absolutely crucial. I call this financial literacy. Unfortunately, I've observed that our traditional schools and colleges, which are supposed to equip us for the real world, often fall short in this department. Imagine setting out on a journey without a map. That's what it feels like when you're thrown into the world of money, investments, and financial planning without proper knowledge. Our standard education often skips over the nitty-gritty of managing finances, saving, investing, and understanding economic trends. These are the very tools that can help someone navigate the financial maze of today's world. And this lack of preparedness, it can lead to people feeling lost, overwhelmed, or even making decisions based on what everyone else seems to be doing, following the crowd without truly understanding the path they're on. That's why so many people these days chase after fiat currencies, like the US dollar, that aren't really worth anything. Key idea 2. Investing wisely. In the arena of investments, I find it imperative to underline the significance of diversifying where your money goes. Now, it might seem a bit daunting at first, but hear me out. You see, we're living in a time where there are more opportunities than ever to grow your wealth in a manner that resonates with you personally. And I firmly believe that directing your investments into assets like silver, real estate, or even Bitcoin could potentially be a game changer. Let's talk about these a bit. Silver, a precious metal, has historically been a refuge in turbulent times, retaining value and often appreciating when other assets might be faltering. Real estate, on the other hand, offers tangible value, a property, a piece of the earth that has intrinsic worth. Investing in real estate not only potentially provides a steady income stream, but could also appreciate in value over time, making it a solid cornerstone for building wealth. And when discussing the financial landscape, we cannot ignore the role of fiat currency, the usual paper money we use every day, which is issued by the government. This kind of currency, which is not backed by a physical commodity like gold or silver, has a tendency to depreciate in value over time due to inflation. This can mean that the hard-earned money saved by the less affluent sections of society gradually loses its purchasing power, making it harder for them to build wealth. In a system where the value of money is constantly eroding, it often seems like the rich get richer while the poor struggle to catch up. This is why I emphasize the need to explore other avenues of investment, avenues that have the potential to offer a hedge against the diminishing value of fiat currency and pave a pathway to financial stability and growth. Key idea 3, from Vietnam to financial education. When I reflect upon the journey of my life, the time I spent as a military pilot in Vietnam emerges as a profoundly defining chapter. Those days were intense, demanding nothing less than absolute dedication, courage, and an unyielding spirit. You see, the skies of Vietnam were not just a battleground. They were a harsh classroom where I learned lessons that would transcend time and circumstance. As a young pilot, each mission was a test of my mettle, requiring a blend of precision, quick decision-making, and, most importantly, a deep-rooted sense of integrity. Every day, we were faced with scenarios that tested our boundaries, forcing us to dig deep and find reserves of strength and resilience we didn't know we had. These experiences ingrained in me a kind of work ethic that was unforgiving, yet utterly transformative. But as I transitioned from the battleground to the world of finance and education, I carried these invaluable lessons with me. In this new arena, I found that the same principles of resilience, hard work, and integrity were equally critical. Today, as a fervent advocate for financial education, I channel that same intensity and dedication into empowering others. I strive to equip individuals with the knowledge and tools they need to navigate the ever-changing financial waters with confidence and foresight. Key idea 4. Standing in conviction. I really must highlight my good friend Donald Trump. You know, friendship isn't just about getting along well. It's about finding people who resonate with your beliefs and your courage to voice them. Now, Donald and I, we might seem like bold speakers, maybe even a bit too forthright for some. But in a time where our world is facing so many challenges, from people grappling with poverty to dealing with fake money flooding the markets, not to mention a growing influence of communism, we believe it's more important than ever to stand up and speak out. It's about being aware of what's happening around us and not being afraid to take a stand, to be proactive rather than just sitting back and letting things unfold. You see, it's not just about protecting our money or assets. It's a larger battle to preserve the freedom and values that our society holds dear. At the core, it's really about nurturing a community where we can all feel safe, where our liberties are not compromised, and where we can foster prosperity, not just for ourselves, but for our neighbors and for generations to come. It's about building a society where principles and values stand tall, allowing us to live in harmony and mutual respect. I truly believe that leaders like Donald Trump and Narendra Modi of India have an integrity that others lack and are working towards these same goals. Key idea 5. My truth and journey. As I stand here today, reflecting on the various chapters of my life, I feel a deep sense of fulfillment that springs from being deeply involved in the work that fuels my passion, the work that resonates with the core of who I am. You see, at the heart of it, it's not just about chasing success or wealth. It's about finding that sweet spot where your passion meets purpose, where every day is an opportunity to contribute, to make a difference. My guiding light throughout this journey has been a steadfast commitment to principles that are grounded in legality, ethics, and morality. It's been my endeavor to foster a community that is not only prosperous, but also embodies values that we can all stand behind proudly, a community where respect, integrity, and kindness are not just words, but a way of life. So here's to sharing truths, to fostering communities grounded in respect and compassion, and to building a society that we all can look upon with genuine pride and satisfaction. Thanks for listening to this PodFast summary of my conversation on The Ranveer Show. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. See you next time.